We're pumped, we're ready. Here's Sally's roommates, Bridget, Jenny. The buses are coming now. The kids got to leave at 11. The adults leave at 6 o'clock tonight out of Grand Rapids. They got to go to Detroit by a bus and pick up Northwest Airlines. They fly to Boston.
Okay, you ready?
And then from Boston they switch planes and then they fly over to Amsterdam from there all night. We leave at 6 o'clock out of Grand Rapids, Northwest. We fly up to Minneapolis, and then from there we pick up KLM, the Dutch Airlines, and then we fly nonstop into Amsterdam. We'll get in 4 hours behind them on Friday morning. They get in at 7, and we'll get in at 11. And then right from there we go right on tour. So kids are pumped, mom's pumped, everybody's ready. Buses are pulling up now, so it won't be long. They'll be headed out. There's a lot of excitement here. We're just hoping for a wonderful, safe journey. And Jason there and Mike, they're roommates. They'll be together the whole trip. They're pretty good friends with each other. They get along great. So. Come on, kids. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Wee wee. Max, the band director, you can tell he's a little pumped up. Come on, guys. This is a view from our hotel room. We're staying in Lelystad, which is a small town about 45 minutes outside of Amsterdam. The view I'm showing is just basically a little mini mall, it looks like, and setting up down below us. It's Saturday and it looks like they're setting up a fruit and vegetable market for the day. We're going downstairs in a short time at 7 o'clock in the morning here. We'll be having breakfast and then we'll leave on our bus back into Amsterdam to spend a day there. We're going to take a ride on the river. And then we'll be heading later this afternoon on into Cologne, into Germany. This was the hotel again we stayed at Saturday. This first bus you're looking at is our tour bus. That'll be our home on wheels for the next 2 weeks. Beautiful tour buses furnished by the travel agent in Grand Rapids, M. Hagi. As you can see, it's a little windy today. The temperature is about 54 degrees, cloudy. It was cloudy yesterday when we got into the airport. We didn't do a whole lot first day because of the weather. We did see a little sightseeing and went through some of the dikes, saw some of the windmills in Amsterdam. We'll be traveling on today and fill you in a little more as we go along.
Here we have all kinds of different shops. You have a cheese shop, you have a butcher shop, you have to buy bread. We have, of course, shops who sell everything, but we love to have these little shops what is privately particular problems. On the left-hand side you have the city museum, and then you have here the Vincent van Gogh museum. You see it on the building. And straight in front of us you see the Rijksmuseum. Straight in front of us you see the Rijksmuseum. The Western Church, and Rembrandt and his son Titus are buried here. And Beatrix and my husband, our queen, and her husband Klaus have been married here in 1965. Cheap, a houseboat, the cheapest price for a houseboat is at least 80,000 guilders, so $40,000 to have a houseboat is a normal price. Here is a very place what you have to look at, because we go here, come back here on the canal cruise boat, and we go here on a cruise at 1 o'clock.
Take a ride now on the Canal River through the city of Amsterdam on these glass top boats. The sun's starting to come out now. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in Amsterdam. So it's getting pretty nice out. These are all the people that are on our bus. Some are friends and neighbors that we know. So now we'll be going down the canals in Amsterdam. Guess who?
Nach dieser Brücke links werden Sie eine der schönsten Grachten der Stadt sehen, der Regulusgracht mit 7 Bogenbrücken in einer rechten Linie hintereinander. Sehr schön nach vorne. Foto zu nehmen, aber sagen Sie bitte schnell. After this bridge on your left hand side. Coming up on your left here, hier links, de Regulusgracht. No wait, smoke of the cigarette. Yeah, it's better. It's like in Venice this, eh? In Venedig, Italië.
Canal.
7 bridges. What was the name of that canal?
Reguliersgracht.
Yeah.
Right.
Regular canal, Reguliersgracht, yeah. More or less. Now regular in Dutch is flower, so. And he has only one wife, so I suppose therefore some dirty curtains. Also links auf Nummer 502, de Amtswohnung unserer Bürgermeister. 2 Damen und weißer Balkon.
I'm filming right now. It's built in 1590.
And our 5 most important gables are the step gable, neck gable, flat gable, triangular gable, and clock gable, of course, clock or bell gable. Also, that's it. And these are 2 renovated storehouses. One is black and the other one is living there. He lives downstairs and his wife lives upstairs. And the children, well, next to it in the hotel. So the kapitein woont dort, ja. De kapitein woont unten und seine Frau woont oben. Seine Kinder oder die Kinder daneben ins Hotel.
There's one house, and that's how wide it is. Replica of old Ironsides. Mass. 3 mass. Some of the people live on the river in houseboats. There are 5,000 of them in Amsterdam alone. They have their own porches, flowers.
They don't have
got MTV on there.
Arrived at Cologne, Germany at around 6:30 this evening, Saturday night. Left Amsterdam this morning. This is the hotel we're staying at. As you can see, it's a little more old style compared to the nice room we had in Amsterdam, but yeah, it's livable. It's about 8 by 10. Here's all our group. We're waiting for our tour guides to come down to take us. We're going to walk a couple blocks to another hotel for dinner. Just wanted to get this in just to show you that we're really in Europe now. This is in Cologne, Germany.
And if you go on the stairs and you look at the right side, you see the holes of the bullets of the war. They didn't bomb it with the bombs, but they had a lot of fighting here.
Up closer, to see it a little closer, they said there's bullet holes in it from World War II here in Cologne, Germany. This is called the Dome of Cologne. What a beautiful cathedral it is. Just 518 feet tall. Was built, started building this cathedral in the year 1150. And it took them over 600 years to complete this cathedral. It was completed in 1888.
So high, and they didn't have the machines what you have now. They had to take it up, take it there, super higher, and they had no shoot on hand. A lot of people died.
We're in Germany right now. We're just meeting with the kids for the first time. We're going on this ship down the Rhine River. We're just seeing our kids. It's a beautiful day on the Rhine. And we're going to meet with our kids now. First time since Thursday, it's now Sunday. There's Mr. Mike. Bump up, bump up. Well, we're going to have a little lunch now, going down the Rhine River. We're going to be on the boat about an hour and 20 minutes. Everybody's getting their lunch here. There's Sal. We couldn't find her on the boat right away, but she was up on the top deck. Kids have been having a good time. Pretty much the rest of the tour, we've still got 12 days left on the tour. We're going to be pretty much together now, so it's good to be together with them again. We've missed them over the last couple of days. Sounds like they've been busy like we have, so we're going to have some lunch now and then we'll get some shots on the Rhine here just a little bit. Having fun? Beautiful scenery here on the Rhine. About 2 miles downriver now from Wolfart, the little town we just left, Wolfart, Germany. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's probably about 63 or 4 degrees today. Just beautiful. Kids are having a good time. Bathing in the sun.
Oh, I get her.
Foil going up the Rhine.
You can see a chapel or a church behind the hotel. And if you want to go into the church, you have to go through the bar first. So the only way into the church is through the bar, and the priest is also the bar.
Just all the gang on the boat here. Some villages here along the Rhine.
The castle coming up in front on your left-hand side, now that's called the Maus. Maus is an equal.
Along the Rhine here, what I'm taking right now is the side of a mountain, probably a 90-degree angle almost, and those are great vineyards. They get college kids to come here in the fall, and they pick these grapes off the side of these mountains. Some of these are very, very steep. I don't know how they even stand up to even do this. This again is just another village along the Rhine, and then right up above it, one of the many castles that are located along the Rhine here. Beautiful how they get them up there and build them. They go back centuries and centuries. Beautiful scenery here all along the river. Just a pretty boat ride.
Sind die Matrosen so still, ja so still, weil jeder nach seiner Heimat sie singt, der gern einmal wiedersehen will. Wir lagen schon 14 Tage, ein Wind in die Segel uns griff. Der Durst war die größte Plage, anliefen wir auf ein Riff. Ahoi, am Baden,
on the Rhine for a Sunday afternoon. There's other pleasure boats out and cruises and so forth. Just an enjoyable time.
Here along the River Rhine, that's called the Rheinfels, means Rhine rock. The Rheinfels fortress was built in the 12th century from Count Peter of Katzenellenbogen and destroyed from Louis XIV, the French king, the Sun King. And underneath the fortress you can find more than 3 miles of corridors or tunnels. And you have a good view now of the castle.
Germany this afternoon around 5 o'clock, and we just wanted to record our room because this is supposed to be a medieval town, which I'll show you later on the film. But this is our room in our hotel, and it's brand new. It looks to me like nobody's ever used this room. They put little candies on our pillow. We have a nice closet over here in the far wall, all kinds of storage. The electricity's all modern, push buttons on the wall. This is our bathroom, and it's all tile all the way around, all indirect lighting up above, and a shower, full tub, tile all the way through. Hi, Mommy Cakes. And a nice little sitting area over here in the corner. It's beautiful, the wood, it's all brand new, it smells new, and I don't think this room has ever been used, but it's possible. Front of our hotel, and you can see it's just, like they say, it's just old medieval world here. I'm going to walk down the street here a minute and show you. All of these streets are cobblestone. This way, this is as wide as the roads get. Where this car just passed through, you can see it's all the same. Very old, medieval days. This was built centuries ago. And then the same thing down this way. Get it out of this way so this gentleman doesn't run me over. To the corner from our hotel, and again, these are all shops, stores. Helen's going to have a ball here tomorrow. We have a full free day here tomorrow. So she's going to hit every shop and store in the book. It's Sunday here, so there's a lot of people out, and some of the shops are still open, but we're going to hit the shops tomorrow. And again, just take you right back up the street where our hotel is, and that's it. And that's the way this whole city is. This whole city is encircled by a wall. We had to get special permission to bring our buses into this city because the buses are so big. The whole city is encircled by a wall, and that was back in the medieval days. In Rothenburg, it's Monday evening around 7 o'clock. The band is going to perform a marching band performance here in the town square of Rothenburg. Starting at 7:30, as you can see, they're getting ready. They're getting their concert chairs ready because following their marching band performance, they will have their concert band, which will last about an hour. We've had beautiful weather today, about 78 degrees, sunshine. And as you can see, the kids are all getting busy and getting everything in order.
Horns up. 1, 2.
Munich, Germany. And this building that I'm showing you was handed down through the German families of Maximilian I. They kept adding on to this. They quoted us as saying this was their cottage. As you can see by the size, it's more than a cottage, but then it was handed down from Maximilian I through the family to Maximilian II, who before he died willed this to his wife. He left this entire estate. And in German terms, they say that this was their cottage, quote unquote. But it's huge, has hundreds of rooms, and it's a beautiful estate. I mean, if, you know, so it's just a beautiful setting. We arrived here, it's 11:45 Munich, Germany time. We're having another gorgeous day. These over here were some of like the maids' quarters that they had, and they lived there. But it's a beautiful day here in Munich. We're going to be heading on shortly to Vilsmoos. That will be our next stop, and we could see in the in the distance as we were coming down some of the steeper hills here. We could see the Alps off into the distance. So we're going to be heading into the mountains here real soon. Just as I turned around, the kids were just arriving here. We knew we were going to meet them here for some time, so we should be joining Mike and Sally again real soon. Hope to see them here getting off the bus. Hi Sal. Hi Jeannie. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Tired.
Where's Mikey?
On the
Second bus? Second or third?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hindenburg Castle, and it's kind of Wittenberg family or something like that.
What we got?
And this part of it over here, the new addition, was built because King Louis's wife had a son. It was his present to her because she gave birth to a son. And then the big part. Yeah, the new addition part to it. And then other gardens, there's 460 acres of gardens in here. And then
Where are we in? Paris?
let's see what else did she tell us? Maximilian. No, she told us, she didn't say anything about Maximilian. And then over there are the stables. And over there is the porcelain factory.
Right. Danke.
I don't know about this
Hi, champ. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah? Well, oh my, nice shiny braces. Did you see the Alps off in the distance, the mountains?
Wasn't looking.
Weren't you? The Olympic Village held here in Munich.
Now they use these stadiums, of course, still, but all the other facilitations they have, they use it for health and for things for people here to have a sauna and things like that. But you can see there is a kind of tent, and you see, and on the left-hand side you see the village, and that's where all the play persons.
Tower. You can view all the Olympics. People can go up.
And that is the BMW building. It's like Ludwig II was another already on power. But you see it's like a Greek. It looks a little bit like the Arch of the Triumph, and it's a little bit like a Greek's birth of her son Maximilian. And the whole roof is from copper. And Bartolini was the architect again. Oh my. Jawel.
What is dat? Links, rechts.
That's set for you. The second one was born in 1662. This one has been Maximilian IV, I suppose.
How about a little cheers, huh? Three ladies down the hatch. Cheers. Yeah. To Munich at the Hoffer House, the biggest restaurant in Munich. And of course, with the biggest beer mugs. Oh, Bob's gonna take a slig now. Down the hatch, Robert. And our local attorney, Chug-a-Lug. Yeah. Cheers to Munich. That's ein beer? This is real beer. The Krug is having a beer.
Marianne.
The name like Kruger, you've got to
kiss, he's on video.
plenty of beer. What?
Give him a kiss, he's on video.
Where's your family from?
Okay, here he comes.
110, huh? Oh no, it's still going. Oh, Marianne.
138.
Okay. Who did? Standing in the town square, downtown Munich. It's a beautiful Gothic town square. It goes back to the 12th and 13th century. Beautiful with all the flowers around the building, across the front porch. Beautiful Gothic building, and it's the town square of Munich. We've seen so much of the workmanship.
Okay, there we go.
Say fuzzy pickles, everybody. Yeah. We're all having a good time though. The weather's beautiful. Just a glorious day here. Probably about 80 degrees, no humidity. We'll be heading out of Munich in about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to be heading down into the mountains. We saw the mountain caps just as we were coming into Munich, so should be a beautiful afternoon ride. A lot of these onion churches, the little towns with churches, and it's like an onion on top of it, the Baroque style, because that was very famous in that in the period of 1700, the end of 1600, beginning of 1700. This is after the Renaissance style, and then the Baroque style came, and that's this kind of architecture. The Baroque wasn't involved that much in Holland. It didn't came so far. Hi everybody! Yeah! There's Helen and Kathy Thwaites. This is our lodge for the night. We're in Vilsmuth, Austria. We got in about 6 o'clock. Hi, sweetheart. A gorgeous day. We traveled through some of the foothills leading into Austria. These are all our gang. We're in a separate motel here, and I'll just show you the view we've got here. It's just awesome. Just awesome. Back there are some beautiful mountains. Sun is shining brightly. Beautiful. Back off here a little bit, and then right down below here, this is the other section of the hotel, and this was the rest of our bus group was staying right here. We've got a separate unit up here of about 20 different rooms. and it's just gorgeous, probably about 75, 78 degrees. And then right behind ours is just, look at this beautiful snow-capped mountain. I'll zoom in a little bit here. It's kind of in the clouds up there right now. There's a little sun shining on it. But all of that is all snow. Isn't that something? Beautiful. I'll get right up to the top here. And then I'll just kind of back it off a little bit. It's just a gorgeous, picture-perfect day here. Very little wind. Some of the gang out on the patio there. And I'll zoom back here a little bit. But it's just picture-perfect, beautiful. Thanks.
I don't know what to say.
You people need oxygen up there? Yeah? Or a swimsuit? Yeah, beautiful. Tomorrow morning we'll get a view going the other way with the sun shining down on the valley. Okay? Hopefully we won't leave before the sun comes up. Good morning from Vilsmoos, Austria. Last night I took some panoramic scenes of Vilsmoos down in front of our hotel. This is the view from the balcony of our hotel room. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's just, again, another picture-perfect day. My panoramic view here is down below is Vilsmoos. I'll zoom in a little bit. It's just a little small quaint village. The sun is just coming up over the mountains. What I'm going to do is try and zoom in on a snow-capped mountain here in the background. We passed that mountain coming into Vilsmoos from Salzburg, and that mountain is about an hour away by highway. Down in the village, down below here, is where our kids are staying. They've got 2 separate hotels, one for the boys and one for the girls. I'm going to zoom in again. We're taking 2 adult buses, and that's our other bus down in the village where the other adult group is staying. Around 8 o'clock this morning we'll be leaving for Salzburg. We've got some sightseeing and souvenir shopping today. And then the band is going to have a marching band performance at 1 o'clock in Salzburg. We'll be coming back here later in the afternoon, and then down in the village here in the village square they're going to perform a concert show at 7 o'clock in the evening. Let me just pan this area here. This is looking off to the south-southwest. The sun just, again, about 10 minutes ago came up over the mountain crest to give us this view. It's just a glorious day in a beautiful little village, Vilsmoos, Austria. We'll be going on to Salzburg later today, and I'll get some more filming of the band. Town Salzburg now, walking along the river. We're going to get some greater shots a little bit later on. Here's our group, Craig and Anita and Helen, and Bev and Bob Wolfson, their son Mike. We're going to kind of stick together today. Bob kind of charted out our little city tour. He's been here before. He kind of knows where we're going to go. And we're just taking a nice walk along the river right now. And we're going to take a cable car in a little bit and go up on the mountain and get a view of the city too and see some of the sights here. So I'll continue on. Just a little more view. We crossed the river, the bridge. It's a view of some of the buildings here of Salzburg. I'll back off a little bit here. One of the churches downtown. And up on the hill, again, one of the many castles we've passed along the highways and through the little cities and villages. A beautiful morning here in Salzburg, Austria. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Good morning. Herr Kruger. Herr Avery, eh? Look at the beautiful flowers. in one of the gardens here in Salzburg. So I thought I would scan this a little bit. Beautiful, just beautiful. Mark's Church in Salzburg, one of the churches as we were walking along the Salz River. We just thought we'd walk in. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Do you think there's a lot in it? Look. You can see it? Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
See some shops along the street in Salzburg, and there are some apartments here, but notice how they're built right into the side of a mountain. So if you wanted your kids to play in the backyard, it looks like you'd be out of luck. These streets are down in Salzburg. Very, very narrow. Made it to the top. We're up at the castle now, the one I showed earlier.
Cemetery leads. Oh,
We're up at the top of the hill, overlooking Salzburg. We walked through this wooded area up here on the upper level. Over at this building is where we came up on an elevator from down below the town square. And this is Salzburg. On a beautiful day. Salz River winding through the town. This dome we're looking at now, on the other side of the dome is where the band is going to play their marching band at 2 o'clock, so we'll be down there for that. Just have a panoramic view of Salzburg, Innsbruck, Salzburg, Austria. Beautiful. Right down here in the square, they're having a chess game on a large chessboard. Zoom in. And they're actually having a game of chess right now in the South Town Square.
Except for all the turquoise.
Cemetery here. Right by St. Peter's Church. These are all graves. You'll notice on the graves they have candles on each grave, and they light these at night on the individual graves here in the cemetery. There are more around here. But at the St. Peter's Church here in Salzburg is where the Von Trapp family stayed in hiding during the war. Took that from The Sound of Music, but this is the actual church where they hid from the Germans during the war. A little more of the cemetery. All along the church here. It's beautiful. All the grave markings and so forth. knives in heaven here. How's food, champ? What you eating?
Chicken.
Chicken? That's a good Austrian meal. Is Mrs. Bond buying? Okay. Well, I'm gonna get a shot here. That's Mozart's statue, right?
That's why it says Mozart.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's history. Is there any special name in this little square here? Is it just
Mozart Square.
Is it? Thanks.
Glockenspiel Square.
No, it's Mozart's Platz.
Mozart's Platz? Okay.
Pardon me. The Glockenspiel will be taking off shortly. Did you hear that play?
What's a Glockenspiel?
Clock?
Big
The
clock.
Oh, okay. Down the hatch, huh? Tis good, yeah?
They're good.
Yeah, it's time to eat. Actually, this is the home where Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born. There's a museum inside, but we're not going in. The band's going to be performing real soon. So this is the home where Mozart was born. I'm in the cathedral in downtown Salzburg. And in this cathedral, they filmed the wedding of the Sound of Music, the actual filming Sound of Music. And this is where they went down the center aisle for the wedding. I'm just going to come around here. Sally was in here earlier, and she wanted me to get the back of the church here. Just a second. One for America. This is sound. You can go pa or whatever, you know.
Had this 1,000 years country in his head and all together. So that's what the eagle's nest is, and then you go down by, I tell you the times exactly, then you go down with the elevator again and you be by the bus, and then we have lunch together, and then we go to Innsbruck. But in the evening in Innsbruck we have to have the folklore evening. Well, the children have it. And because the children have cheaper hotels, it's paid for them. But
downtown Fillsmouth for the evening concert, but first they're going to march through the town for a festive parade. And they will come back and do a concert here at Fillsmouth, 8 o'clock in the evening. Completed a parade around the small town of Fillsmouth, and now they're coming back into the town square, which is very, very small. They do have to stand. They do have to stand, but they will play a concert and some marching songs. So we'll get them coming back. Okay, this is one of our band directors, Mark Townley, and we hope his folks get a copy of this because I'm in charge of, well, so to speak, keeping track of his clean underwear every day. Gotta have white for his white pants, you know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of zoom up to his room here now and check out what's hanging out on the patio. Let's go up and take a look. Sound like Captain Kangaroo, don't I? Yeah, there it is, folks. Mark, you got any starch on those?
No.
He's gonna have to take them in tonight because it's gonna rain tonight.
I gotta go, I'm sorry.
Taking the bus ride up to the Eagle's Nest. It is a little cloudy today. Town down below. We're up at about 4,000 feet. Idea, just a view, panoramic view up here. We're getting up above the clouds right now. Just zoom in a little bit here just to give you an idea. It's just like we're flying, only we're on a bus. We're right on the edge. You can look right down here. Our bus is right on the edge of the cliff. What a shot. It's like flying around the bus.
It was this far up. No, my postcard is so wimpy. I mean, look at this thing. I won't need any postcards for him for this. I'm always going to remember this. Locks in your memory. Oh, yeah.
On the hallway, which is going to lead to the elevator that Hitler took, leading up to the Eagle's Nest. Very, very cold and damp. There's moisture dripping off all of the walls. The door will open. We're getting on to the gold-plated door that Hitler took up to the Eagle's Nest. This elevator is solid gold.
What am I doing? So he could look at himself all the time.
And you never know when you had an important meeting come to a conference.
Oh yeah.
I'll take care of it.
We're on the top of the world!
Right.
Well, as you can see, this is as clear as it gets today for us at the Eagle's Nest. We were hoping for a clear day, but right there is the Eagle's Nest. Of course, you've heard about previous vacations my wife and I have been on with our super cruise and that, so we could only have this kind of weather up at the top of the Eagle's Nest. But, well, we can say we were here anyway.
Are you trying to say something?
You gotta get your clouds in to get a perspective.
Yeah, I know it. Well, we can get the perspective here. I'm going to zoom in down on that village.
Great.
Doesn't want to focus.
No. It's a specialty. Oh yeah, he's looking at Michigan State. Now these guys taking off now?
It's getting ready to leave. They're going to Innsbruck. This is at the base of the Eagle's Nest. Just wanted to say hi and bye to them. We were earlier right up there. Yeah. But as you can see, it's cloudy and crummy.
Dad.
How you doing, champ? Did you see as much as we saw? No smoking here, huh?
Only here on the road.
No.
Only here on the road. What do you think?
No.
Houses will be burned.
Yeah, I think they come crumbling down, yeah?
Come, happy.
Happy? In other words, get out of the way, yeah?
And drinky, come.
You gonna have a little hooch?
Come on.
You can't drink and drive, you know.
Not shooting, eh? Not shooting.
We're shooting.
Wat een lamp.
Down at the base of the eagle's nest now, we're just walking over to this cafe at the base of the mountain to have a bite to eat. I wanted to get a picture of this man in his German outfit. I think it was kind of neat they ate in the restaurant we ate. Hi, Tootsie.
Today is my husband's birthday, and his name is Stan. Let's all sing happy birthday to him. We're going to record it. A whole busload singing happy birthday, Stan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stan. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, everybody.
Out of this, I haven't done this the whole trip. We've already completed 1 week of our trip. This is a border crossing. We have to have the bus drivers sign papers. They're coming across now, but we're crossing from Germany back into Austria again after we spent, yeah, there's Inga, our tour guide, and there's Job, he's our driver. We're having a good time, but anyway, this is the border crossing from Germany into Austria.
Allow you actually.
No? Now, coming into Innsbruck, Austria, about 7:20 in the evening. Yeah, there's snow up there.
See the skiers?
Oh,
Well, the next one too, you probably can't get it this time of year with the clouds and tons of snow.
does it?
Twice as much as that.
It's kind of neat with the houses on the side of the hill here too.
We got one for a week to ski. No. There's nice golf shots.
There's a church up there on the point, way back up into the Alps, all the snow-capped mountains. The Olympic Stadium, going past in Innsbruck. It's the stadium where they held the Olympics in 64 and 72. Jump.
And it is the monks, the cloister was for the 11th.
Dining room we're in, the Innsbruck hotel, dinner. We had to go across the Inn River to get here. Really nice hotel. Beautiful restaurant. There's our gang back there. Panoramic. kids are with us tonight too. from Innsbruck. It's Friday morning. This is a view of the clouds, but it's going to be a nice day, just that the mountains are up in the clouds. Just wanted to show you, this is our hotel we stayed in last night, right on the Inn River. This is part of Innsbruck here. As we came into town, I had another shot of Innsbruck. It's quite a large city, but I was hoping to get some of these mountains.
This plateau, that's a level of 9,000 feet already.
Through the countryside, heading for Switzerland.
Here you have a nice view on the Inn Valley. You can see far out. Well, we have very nice weather again, until now.
Just going through the mountains with the traffic. So I'm getting a lot of shots of the hills and the mountains, but that's all we're passing through here between Austria and Switzerland. It's just a beautiful sight. The sun shining on it, and all of the villages down below as we pass through.
Beautiful it is, and how high we already are. Meters long. So this is more than 2 miles, over 2 miles. So put your glasses off.
To a tunnel now, we're going through the mountains. This tunnel is over 2 miles long, so we're actually going right under a mountain. This is the castle of King Ludwig II. He lived in this castle only for a very short time. He had a drowning accident at a young age of 41. Helen and I just went through about a half-hour tour of this castle. It's absolutely stunning. They didn't allow any pictures in the castle, obviously, so I walked up to the upper level of the bridge to get this castle. It just looks over the valley here of another small German village. We went back into Germany this morning so we could visit the castle. Down below is a lake. It's just crystal clear. No wind down there whatsoever today. We have a beautiful day today. The humidity's still high. We haven't had any clear, dry days. They've been clear, but not dry. They've been humid. I wanted to get more filming of Innsbruck, but this morning when we were up it was quite overcast and the clouds burned off with the haze. Just a beautiful, beautiful castle. Temperature's probably about 80 degrees today. It's around 12 noon and we're going to go have lunch now. The bridge I'm standing on, this is the waterfall right below me. It's probably about a 200-foot drop. And that leads up to and around the castle. What I wanted to add about the castle is this castle, Disney World and Disneyland took the design from this castle to design their Disney World, Disneyland castles.
On your right hand side a nice loss. The firm.
Well, we're in the capital of Liechtenstein, I believe, Vaduz, Liechtenstein. Arrived here at 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's very warm, probably about 86 or 87 degrees, just showing just a little bit of the town. It's very, very small. And of course, with the mountains in the background, there's a large peak way up there, probably about 4,000 or 5,000 feet. We're only going to be here about a half an hour because it's such a small country, and we're moving into Eisendeln, Switzerland later this evening, where we'll stay a couple days. And of course, in every little country has to have a castle. However, the royal family from Liechtenstein is still living in this castle, even though they conduct tours through it. But they are living in this castle at this present time. And of course, at 5 o'clock, what do we have but rush hour traffic? While we're in this town, the missus is in the store doing her shopping, spending her Swiss and Liechtenstein francs. She's looking at me because she probably needs the money, and I've got all of it.
Were buried in 3 days, and they're not involved, never. They only do one. They do this is with the Pope or with the kings, but they're never involved. And I don't know why this is in America, why they do it, and why this is a law for.
In what way, though? A little more brown.
Eisendeln, Switzerland, arrived here at 7 o'clock tonight. But I wanted to get a picture of this beautiful church while the sun is still shining on it, because it's later in the evening now. Tomorrow the sun would be into it. It's just a beautiful church. We hope to visit that tomorrow. And a nice statue in front of the church. Statue all in gold. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Wake-up call. It's 5:30 in the morning here in Eisendeln, Switzerland. It's fine. The calls have been going on for about 10 minutes already this morning. So if you wanted to sleep in this town, forget it. Sunrise in Switzerland. And the steps of the church that I took when we came into Eisendeln, Switzerland. Just a view of the buildings downtown. Most of these little villages in Europe are all basically the same. Some of the structures are a little bit different. All the roads naturally are narrow. Just zoom in and get some of the ornate paintings on some of the walls of the buildings. This is the hotel we're staying at. And there's our room right there. It looks like Mrs. K there in the window. Yeah, that's her in the window there in the upper corner there. All of these hotels were very deceiving to us when we first came into all of these towns and got our rooms. We walked into these old buildings, and they've renovated all the hotel rooms. We're sort of out of the Alps right now. As you can see in the background, the mountains aren't quite as high, but we'll be going into them today. We're going up on a tram to Mount Rigi, which is again the highest mountain in Switzerland. Just a quick shot of downtown Eisenbelt, Switzerland. It's about 7:15 in the morning. Morning! This tram to the top of Mount Rigi. Just got off the tram car now. Cogwheel they call it. We're at a height of 5,860 feet. We're going to do a little hiking now. Check out the sights. Get it to the top of Mount Rigi. There's my lovely wife, some of the gang. Give you an idea of where we're standing. Going down, up above the clouds.
I'm just getting to look. Don't go beyond the fence. Needs 15 parents up there. Yeah, it's all right. Looks like a trail, but it's not for you.
Zoom in on the town down here.
This edge is
a little weak.
I don't like it.
We are a long ways up here, gang. It's like we're flying and sitting still.
You like to jump off on your glider.
Only if I knew it worked. This is amazing up here. Just amazing. Right straight down, 1+ miles. Right over the edge here. Got some guys that are thinking of jumping over the edge here. No, we've seen some mountain climbers on the mountains here, but just...
Who's down there? Who's down there?
Caps in the background. A Swiss airplane just going over. Give you an idea of the mountains. Believe it or not, up here at 5,800 feet, we got 2 hang gliders that are going off. One walking across the road is getting geared up, and then the other man standing up at the other kite, putting his helmet on. This is his first trip off the mountain. So this is going to be a really unique experience to see this over a mile above the ground. I think we're just about ready for showtime. Here he goes.
I got him when he came off.
Oh my gosh.
This is incredible.
actually turn back this way.
Sembrano.
Let's see how far he's gotten already. And there they go. Avi Design.
Peter of Paul.
Remember, obviously. Yeah, but I want, especially as we do, I don't have to have the way to do this either. I do want to take them, and I think things will catch our eye. Yes. And then that's where we want to do a study when we get home. So even in the newspaper, when we see something about one of these countries, we can read it. So. Well, this is a starting point now. It's kind of fun to do it this way too, to see it and then go learning behind it. I agree. People are like, oh, Lord.
Well, we got to Chicago at 4. But they changed.
I'm hoping you can hear the cowbells. All of these cows have cowbells. Listen. Oh, it's leaning back the other way. It's actually leaning into the hill. Going down Mount Rigi now, I'm back down to ground level, I hope. Right behind the engineer taking us down. See the gauges and everything, the reading levels. We're headed down. The band just might be on this tram. They're going up the hill now, and the band may be on there. Let's see if we get a reaction from the tram. Down here in the town square that announces all the daily events. You'll see down here for today 110-man brass band, Austin, USA. That's 1,700 hours or 17 hours, which will be 5 o'clock, and they're going to play at the soccer field at 5 o'clock. And that means they're going to march through the town here, come past the square, go back up to the soccer field, and then they're going to show the Swiss people what real music's all about. In fact, they'll probably blow the facing off the clock towers right up here at the monastery, because they're terrific. They're #1. Getting ready for their concert here in Eisendown. They're getting set for their concert. First of all, they're getting everything all ready, and then they're going to go back down towards the town square and march from town. Then they're going to march right into the tent here and do a couple of marching band performances and then play their concert performance, just as they did in Vilsmose, Austria. It's going to be a little warm here. It's probably about 85, 86 degrees, and it's a little warm in the tent, but hopefully the kids can get through and get by. Yeah. You have hold about a gallon, you know? Hey, everybody upstairs, huh? Up in our room, we call this modern labor and technology. This is our some of our laundry that you do in the bathroom sink, and then you just kind of stick it in the window with a clothespin and dry it out for the day. It works. Cemetery, and just outside the village of Einsiedeln, Switzerland. It's about 9 o'clock at night, so it's starting to get a little bit dark. I'll zoom in here and show you that on the markers. Got the photo of the deceased. Just kind of walk along. These are newer graves here. Here's one they even had in color. All beautiful flowers.
Somebody was saying that in Van Everest, going to the cemetery, or was it Detroit? They would attack you there.
Maybe this guy would have liked the Northview Band if he was still around. Yeah. graves right there were just, these people were just buried probably within the last 2 or 3 days. The graves were very fresh. And this grave was already dug. It was down about 4 feet deep. So they must have a burial here. Today is Saturday. They'll probably have a burial there on Monday.
Have you ever seen anything like that, ever?
No. Obviously you can see we're in France. We're in Saint Dizier, France. We arrived here about 5 o'clock. Beautiful weather. It's probably in the mid-80s. And for a change, first time we have a pool. Some of the kids are just in swimming. Kids on the adult tour. And at 8 o'clock tonight, the band has a concert at the town square in Saint Dizier. We'll be going to that tonight. Pretty nice. Some good weather. Downtown Saint Dizier in France. Band just getting ready to march. We're gonna march all the way down the main street here. Coming down the parade route here, turning right down here to the central square where they'll be playing. As you can see, it looks like the whole town showed up to watch this concert. Amazing crowd. Coming straight up here? Yep. Good crowd tonight. Good crowd.
Nous sommes là ce soir et nous espérons que vous aimez notre programme. Et maintenant, nous commençons avec les hymnes nationaux de la France et des États-Unis. Merci.
would like to thank you for your hospitality and your reception. We're very moved by the turnout tonight. Thank you very much. This will be our final selection.
I heard the kids talking and they were standing.
This is the mayor of St. Dizier, France, talking in appreciation for the students and band members for playing in their concert tonight in the town square.
et auxquelles nous répondons sur les conseillers municipaux également présents. Nous vous remercions et nous vous disons à bientôt. Si M. Dupuis le traduit, en quelques
One of the things behind such an entity so well, what can I say? All that we hope is to have seen tonight, Mr. Macaulay, our dedicated to see you. And this is the first time I know where she is somewhere. Because of her, we thought she is. Because of her, we are there tonight. I was a fighter to a lesson. I will come to a small town like Italy, so.
You're watching it. And here we pass another water castle.
St. Dizier over Paris, and you're just going past miles and miles of wheat fields, oats, barley, potatoes, different colors in the fields.
You ever heard of that, the painter? And he was living in the south of France, and he painted all these fields with all the sunflowers and all types, kind of ways. He did that, and all the colors of green he used. Van Gogh was a painter, a Dutch painter, and he came from Holland to Belgium first. He lived there in the mine area, was painting.
Coffee break here in Cézanne, France, which is on our way to Paris. We got to meet the kids here. They're all loaded up and headed for Paris this afternoon. Again, it's another beautiful day. It's supposed to be sunny and around 90. Hello, Yab.
Who is it?
Yeah. Wonderful touring buses. Let's see, I might recognize two of those people in there. Yeah. Two of the Three Stooges, Bridget and Sal. Smile, Karen. Your mom and dad might get one of these.
I know, but...
Oh yeah, everybody's just kind of hung over a little bit here this morning. Yeah. Your folks are getting a copy, Mark, so, you know. Green bus. Now we're on the blue bus. Let's hear it for the blue bus. Come on. Yeah, you guys are more lively than back there. All those that their moms and dads might get a copy of this, see? There's all these aliens on the bus here, you know. Is this before or after the hooch, right? Let me back up. At least their moms and dads get a copy of this.
Get Jenny, Dad. Okay. She likes the water boy. This guy.
Come on. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Well, there's an alien back there. He's hanging his dingle ball on the window like Mexicans do on their rearview mirror.
Okay, we're going to bed now. Good night.
Wrong boss.
Gotta get everybody in here, you know. Oh, let's see. Who's this? I saw you in Phil's Moose. No? And you've still brought this guy. Yeah, there he is.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Bill.
Hiya, Joe.
Nice to see you again.
Hello, Mr. Dennehy. Yeah, well. Are we missing anybody? Now it's on to Gay Perry. There they go. We'll see them there, we hope. Now it's time for the adults to board. board. And we'll be headed for Gay Perry. Oui, oui. Beautiful evening in Paris. We spent the day shopping, got into Paris about 1 o'clock. Afternoon for shopping and free time. Now we're on the River Seine, going down the Seine River for a 2-hour evening cruise. Some of the gang.
100 to commemorate the Treaty of Union between France and Russia. So on this side of the bridge in the middle you can see the arms of Paris, and on the other side the arms of the Romanov family.
Ja, framför oss har vi då den vackraste bron i Paris, Alexanderbron. Och det var tsar Alexander som la grund. På sidan är det Paris vapen och på andra sidan så ser vi då familjen Romanovs vapen.
There is the museum where you can see the art of the 19th century with the impressionates, Gauguin, Van Gogh, Manet, Renoir and of course many others.
Ja, den pampiga byggnaden på höger sida är då det relativt nya museet som heter Musée d'Orsay. Som tidigare var järnvägsstationen, gick med tåg mellan Paris och Lyon. Det har 400 000 invånare från Sverige. Och skulle man ägna bara några minuter för att konstatera åtminstone ta 4 månaders tid på sig.
Like in Amsterdam, right between these two buildings is the smallest house in Paris.
Yeah.
Right there.
1.5 meters long.
Contenir jusqu'à 9000 personnes. C'est bien sûr un chef-d'œuvre de l'architecture gothique. So Notre-Dame Cathedral.
Famous Notre-Dame Cathedral.
Why don't you go up a little ways and then back up? Down the way. Good enough. Yeah.
Alors ici vous avez de très belles vues sur la cathédrale, en particulier la rosace.
This is the City Hall of Paris.
Och det vackra huset du ser på höger sida är ju Hotell de Ville, stadshuset i Paris som byggdes under 1800-talet.
Et en vous retournant après le pont, vous aurez une très belle vue ensuite sur la façade de l'hôtel de ville. So if you turn back up.
And this is the front of City Hall. Beautiful, ornate building. Just beautiful. During the 14th century of all
Alors ici nous longeons la conciergerie et plus loin vous retrouvez la deuxième partie du pont neuf. Donc nous allons redescendre la Seine en direction de la Tour Eiffel. Et je vous laisse admirer par vous-même le pont et les monuments que nous avons vus ensemble. Now we are coming to the second part of the new.
One of the dinner boats going by. They serve dinner, as you can see the dining rooms are in there. And they take a tour up the Seine River. People sit, enjoy dinner.
I don't get it.
Dark Eiffel Tower.
Alors donc ici vous avez déjà une très belle vue de la Tour Eiffel et ensuite notre petite croisière va s'achever. Le capitaine et moi-même espérons qu'elle vous a été
possibilities to make the right contacts. And here to the right, there you are in the daytime. There are.
Sharp that horse right to the
It's 6 inches higher sometimes, and that has to do with nowadays. Then they had 15 years after Napoleon died, they brought his body here, and people can come and look at the tomb where Napoleon is buried. All kinds of Aeroflot here, all kinds of car showrooms. You will see when we are a little bit farther out. That's all in this area. It was finished after the death of Napoleon. He never saw it in reality. But there is the grave of the unknown soldier. Here you see to the right, you see the Lido. It's a modern arch, and it looks like it's nothing, but it has a lot of ground. It is 11,000 square meters and has over 2,000 places. It's the biggest opera building of Europe, and it does have a very nice...
This is the view from our hotel room in Paris. Another beautiful sunrise. And how appropriate that they gave Helen and I a room overlooking the cemetery. Well, we'll be heading for Antwerp here in about another hour after breakfast.
She bought
in downtown Belgium, which is, excuse me, downtown Brussels, which is the capital of Belgium.
This place was already in 1047. There was already a little church. They made it much nicer, and but they did centuries about it. They worked on it from the 13th until the 17th centuries. They were working on this church, and they repaired it in 1968. They repaired it. They renovated it.
We arrived in Brussels on 1:30 today, which is Tuesday now.
Well, I tell you the story of the little man of Brussels. Well, there was in 1428, they had already this statue of this little boy doing his act. And everybody, well, it was from stone, but in 1628, they made it from, 48, they made it from bronze, from this special material. And Maximilian gave it then a dress, a coat, because nowadays everybody who is important has an important day in his country.
Still in Brussels.
And here is a very expensive hotel. And this is the church where Koning Boudewijn and Queen Fabiola were crowned, and where they got married. Well, in this church are the kings of all the kings of Belgium buried. There are 5 that Boudewijn.
Built in 1400.
Have a look at the doors. They cleaned it recently, and you can. And then you see here the greenhouses where what he was his hobby, and they said all the plants in the world who were known were here.
Hello to both. We are in Rotterdam now at my friend Gerrit Van Bezij's funeral home. These are some of the inventory of the caskets. They use all wooden caskets over here in the Netherlands. And we're going to take a tour. He has all American vehicles, as you can see. Chevy van. That's Gerrit. He's the funeral director. Hello, man. Some more caskets. In fact, he has one from America up here. That's from Batesville, Indiana. And that's steel. Otherwise, all of them are all wood. And this is just like a storage facility, and his vehicles are parked here. One of Gerrit's limousines. He has 3 of them. How many Chevy vans do you have?
3.
3 Chevy vans. So some of the residential streets of Rotterdam. Again, we have another beautiful day. This is our last day on our tour. We left the tour, my wife and I, to visit our friend in the Netherlands. He comes to visit us in the United States every year. So now we're coming to see him. Spend some time in his city. Going around here just a little bit. Showing the casket, but you can't see the body. And this is one of 2 reposing rooms that he has. Pretty similar. We're on the other side of the funeral home now. And this is quite common. Their caskets are all wood, all oak. And then across the top to your left here, they're glass covered. And the body is inside the casket. There is a glass covering over it on all the caskets.
Old company.
Can you see the shell at the top?
Yeah, I would have to. There we go. It's a lot different than what we've seen on the tour. Everything's newer. Back to Antwerp. It's about 3:40. The kids are going to have a concert, their final farewell concert to Europe here in the square. They're going to march into the square, and they're going to do their marching performance and then have their full concert. What I'm going to do is take their drum cadence from the marching performance and then the final marching song of Going Home, because I've already taken excerpts from all of their concert songs from the different villages of the different countries. This is the square where they will be playing, and it's just beautiful. Excellent for the kids. They can do their full marching cadences. They'll march in from the village, and then right across the street here, this is the hotel where we stayed at last night. Very nice. The kids were with us last night. They'll be with us again tonight, and then we go on to Amsterdam tomorrow and head back to the States. Gerrit and his wife Ineke with us, so they can watch the performance. And these are the 5 bold horses that carried us for thousands of miles around the 7 countries of Europe. Again, it's a beautiful day, probably about 80 degrees, not a cloud in the sky.
Listen up, please. I just had 3 complaints about our band from the hotel manager.
In Antwerp. Final performance. final selection. Going home. One of the bus drivers for the kids. He's going to conduct the band. I want to correct myself on the last number. It wasn't Billy who conducted him, it was Charlie. One of the bus drivers for the kids, Charlie, and the kids all fell in love with him, so he'd been practicing that all week, I guess, for the last couple weeks, and so it was Charlie. Now, just a minute. Girls are going to do a little skit here. They're getting...
Here's some sugar, na 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 na. It's not from honey, honey, na 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 na. It's from your water boy, and you got him watching you. God, ever since the day you said thank you for water, he's been so in love with you. He doesn't have much teeth, but it doesn't matter. He's still in love with you. Here's some sugar, na 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 na. It's not from honey, honey, na 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 na. It's from your water boy, and you've got him wanting you.
Second verse. Camera's right there.
The candy store didn't like you. She was really mean to you. You didn't buy enough candy to fill a box. She really hated you. Oh, candy, na 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 na. Made from honey, honey, na 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 na. It's from the candy lady, and she wants you out of her store.
Bravo, bravo, encore, encore. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Auf Wiedersehen. Yeah. Shalom. Au revoir.
Are you embarrassed? A little, yeah. At least you didn't.
You're welcome.
Next tomorrow,
Okay, I'm gonna cut through here.
Go, 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 go.
One more.
Everybody swim.
Alright, you guys ready? Yeah. No? I'm not.
You just want one?
Honey, close that. They're walking.
Yeah, but these are not Americans.
What are they?
They're from Rotterdam. They're Dutch. Well, all good things must come to an end. We're at Schiphol Airport. These are the kids, as you can see there. They're pumped and ready to go here. And this is the plane that the kids are going to be on, flying into Boston. Nice DC-10 Northwest. So long, champ. See you home. Yeah, there they are. And the buses are just pulling into the high school with the kids. So this is truly the end of the trip. All the adults are here waiting for the kids. And here they come. Where's Mr. Mike?
I don't know. He's on the second bus.
Was he? Okay.